Hi, I'm Christina.
And I'm Christine. Welcome to Stereo Thematica.
Music is how we connect with the world and with each other. When I moved to Texas, Christina and I started a weekly game. One theme, two songs.
That game grew into deeper conversations about each other and about the music that shapes us.
Each week we share our picks, swap stories, and dig into tracks you might love
or never expect. Christina, by the time this episode comes out, you know what's going to happen?
You're going to have seen Devo?
Yes, for the first time ever.
Dude, that's sick.
I know.
At the HB.
At the HB. Iconic venue, iconic band. I cannot wait.
It's going to be so fun. I bet the light show and everything.
Oh my God.
And I know you don't like them, but I love the B-52s.
It's not that I don't like them. It's just that I didn't love them.
They're so good.
They're just a little too...
They're pioneers.
Yeah, pioneers. Pioneers of silliness.
But that's me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I do love silly, but for some reason I think the silliness is too stylized, maybe. That's the thing. You know how I don't like overly stylized.
If you listen to stuff that's not just like Love Shack, and I mean, the Rock Lobster is one of the best.
Yeah, it is. It is.
But
I will sing along to Rock Lobster.
Okay, good. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about, well, what the listener needs to know is that today is October 5th, and this episode won't come out for a couple of weeks, but something did just come out, and that's a new Taylor Swift album.
Okay.
I don't like her at all. Listen, but she is trying to beef with Charlie XCX, my girl.
Okay, she's your girl. Yes, I remember that because we did an episode.
That's right.
Summer Songs.
That's right.
Where you highlight Charlie, I still can't say it, SCX or XCX. Okay.
Yeah. She is so gonna, I mean, obviously there's like the crazy Taylor Swift army, but it's like such a weak fight. And to be fair, I have some background information that explains this, which I had to learn because I don't like or follow Taylor Swift. I'm very much like, who cares, whatever. But apparently Charlie XCX was opening for Taylor on tour for one of her tours. And she reported back it was like playing for a bunch of children or whatever and called her Barbie or boring Barbie or something like that. I guess that came up in the Taylor Swift song. Because then Charlie XCX has a song called Sympathy is a Knife that was on Brat. And she's basically taking shots at Taylor Swift because they were both dating guys in the same band. So they'd see each other at shows. So it's very, very complicated. I love a feud.
A feud is fun.
I don't like Taylor Swift, but I love a feud. So I'm kind of, I don't know.
I feel like she's always getting into feuds.
She is.
And maybe that's her thing.
Maybe that is her thing. And that's kind of like...
Maybe that's her only thing.
Maybe that is her only thing. Because from what I've heard, I won't listen to the album. I'm not interested, whatever. But it seems like it's really boring. Like people are like, this seems really childish. And
so people that like her actually say that? Because
I don't know. I was looking at like the pop culture subreddit where people were talking about how boring it was. And it was like, she's the only writer on the album. And people were like, no, we can tell.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh my God, I love drama. It's so fun.
Well, thank you for sharing this drama with me because I had no idea that there was even a feud going on. Although I think I did hear that there was a new Taylor Swift album. So,
unfortunately.
Yeah.
Huge bummer. Speaking of corporate hacks, let's segue to my...
Wow, we're going to be canceled. The army's going to come after us.
The Taylor Swift. If all press is good press, Christine.
Yeah, I know.
Let's get those listeners up.
Let's go viral.
I make this go. I post it somewhere and it's like, boo, hiss. We get a bunch of 1-star reviews. Anyway, I'm just fooling. This is all for silliness sake. Yeah. But it is my turn to pick the theme this week. And my theme, it's not something that you would find in like your normal musical picks, you know, from your standard outlets. The radio, the record store, whatever. This week, our theme is Go Corporate, and it's music we love from commercials. What was your initial thought?
Well, there's a lot of it, and I think I was initially almost like disappointed because I think we had just done like, I don't know, the Devo Beautiful World in the Target commercial.
That's right, I forgot
and then
about that.
I've talked about Sophie Tucker's commercial for their song with Drinky was used in an Apple iPhone or Apple Watch commercial.
A bunch
of songs
stuff.
actually were. And then, of course, on Time Machine, I talked about United Air and my Rhapsody in Blue.
Yeah.
So many good songs that I love are in commercials. So I'm like, okay, what can I find?
I actually think it's a bit of a lost art now because, like, sometimes you remember when you couldn't skip the commercials, like when you were watching TV, you could change the channel, but if the right song was used, you didn't even mind watching the whole commercial,
for sure.
you know? Or it might be like a song you didn't know, and like this was pre-iPhone, pre-Shazam. You would have to, like, if you were lucky enough to have the internet, go and look on the internet, be like, what was the such and such commercial, song, whatever. But I actually like, without revealing your pick or mine, I like that both of our songs were kind of from the same era before you could skip, you know, commercials.
I know. And honestly, I think that's probably why, because, you know, I am aware of many commercials with great songs somewhat recently, and we'll probably talk about that. But truly, like, remembering a song from a commercial, I think, like, for me, it was the early 2000s because, like, I mean, after that, I wasn't even watching network TV. Like, I was just watching HBO. I'm sorry, it's going to sound snobby, but, like, I don't watch network television.
No, you're totally right. Like, the early 2000s is when I think a lot of the great commercial songs were coming from. Because remember, like, the whole, like you said, Apple iPod commercials? There was the black silhouette character dancing on a colorful background. And it actually launched a lot of musicians' careers, like the Ting Tings, Feist, Daft Punk. No, they were already successful. Chairlift. But there was some good music. And then some really funny commercials that featured songs. Like, do you remember that Volkswagen commercial with Mr. Roboto?
I don't remember that. No.
Okay. But do you remember Tony Hale?
Yeah, I remember Tony Hale. Of course, I remember the song, but I do not remember.
Okay.
this
I'll share
commercial.
it. I'll share it in the show notes. But it's so funny. The other thing I just have to say, because I would be remiss if I didn't, is I love jingles.
Oh,
I
like,
love them. Like,
I know.
There was this sandwich shop in Austin called Thundercloud Subs, and they had like the best, corniest jingles. But then what are you thinking? Keys on.
Van Nuys.
Yes, those kind of jingles. Car dealerships had so many, I feel like.
It's amazing you know Keys on Van Nuys.
I know, for some reason it was like still playing on the radio when I moved to LA in 2013.
That's crazy.
I'm telling you.
Oh my God. But
I even get Andrew to sing it. He's never heard it one time. I'll sing it to him.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. I love a commercial song that's good, or a jingle.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And there really are so many. I think especially my era growing up, you know, as a kid, the big one for me, I wonder if you're familiar with it, but the California Raisins doing I heard it through the grapevine.
Yes.
That
so
was
funny.
huge. And then another really big one that, like, even when I rewatched it recently, like, it still gives me the chills. Michael Jackson doing the Pepsi Generation, but from,
God.
Beat It.
Yeah.
Or no, sorry, it wasn't Beat It. It was Billie Jean.
That was the one where he got burned on set, right?
Yes. And we see the kid doing the Michael Jackson impersonation. That's Alfonso Ribeiro, who ended up going on to be Carlton Banks in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Yeah.
Wow, that's funny.
Yeah.
Full circle.
No, that was like such, I remember watching that and being so jealous of the kids in that commercial.
Yeah, of course. My God, I love it. I thought you were going to say Chia Pet.
Oh, yeah. I had a Chia Pet. Yeah.
Silly. I literally could talk about this forever.
Oh, yeah.
Because there are so many good ones and songs that I've discovered, but through commercials. And actually, I think this was one. My pick was a song that I discovered through a commercial. So I would like to set the stage first. Of course, early 2000s. The year is 2006. I guess that's technically the mid 2000s, but give me some slack. Geico has been wildly successful with their commercials that tout their insurance being so easy to sign up for that even a caveman can do it. You remember?
I kind of remember. Yeah.
This might have been over the hump
It might,
when you stopped watching.
I think I stopped watching TV at that point.
They're pretty silly. I mean, they're funny. And in their fourth commercial, a caveman, so it's these recurring commercials with the caveman. And the funny thing is, of course, it's a man dressed as a caveman. It's not a real caveman. Didn't want anyone to get worried. He's walking on a moving walkway at the airport when he passes by a billboard advertising Geico, which, keeping in the theme, the cavemen get mad whenever they feel like they're being, like there's prejudice against them for being stupid, whatever. And it's like, so easy, a caveman can do it. And they're like, what the hell?
That's
so
cute.
he sees the, sign, indoor billboard advertising Geico. It pisses him off, and it's like, so easy, a caveman can do it. But then the best part about it is this amazing, catchy tune. That was Remind Me by Röyksopp from their 2001 album Melody AM. Christine, I assume that you watched the commercial. Did you know this band before you saw the commercial, or do you? I kind of mentioned. Do you remember the commercial?
Okay, so I don't truly remember the commercial, like truly seeing it while watching TV. But I feel like these commercials in general, I remember seeing like on the internet, like, funny things, how that people share. I didn't know about Röyksopp until actually Happy Up Here, the song. And the reason I know that is because they sample Parliaments do that stuff.
Oh, that's funny.
It's such a good song. Both songs are really great, but I have Happy Up Here on my playlist.
Nice.
I love it, but I never, it's one of those songs or Röyksopp's one of those bands that I never like felt compelled to explore beyond that one song.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wasn't familiar with this song actually.
I'm with you. Song. And I feel bad admitting it because I haven't taken the opportunity to explore this band. But when the commercial came out, I did not know Röyksopp. They're a Norwegian electronic music duo. But astute listeners might recognize the singer of this song as Erlend Øye, who's from another Norwegian duo, which is Kings of Convenience. I'm sure I've mentioned Kings of Convenience to you
I think
before.
That's how I've heard it. Yeah.
Yeah. And even, probably shared one of their songs in the game. But I love Kings of Convenience. And I really was tickled when I heard Erlend singing in this commercial back in 2006. And even now, truly. Because, I have to admit, I didn't know Erlend was not in Röyksopp because he's such a prolific collaborator. Oh. He's done many, many albums with Kings of Convenience, but he's also done 2 songs with Röyksopp on Melody AM, and then has done over 20 other collaborations in addition to many covers that he's done for compilations, and then his own solo work.
I'm going to have to check out this guy.
And everywhere I go, there's always something to remind me of another place and time.
Okay, so Röyksopp, however, was not a no-name band when this commercial came out. Melody AM became certified platinum in Norway and sold over 1 million copies worldwide. And the music video for Remind Me won the 2002 MTV Europe Music Award for Best Music Video. And it's actually very cool. It's totally animated video of a house with all these different features and whatever. And the thing that's unfortunate is, I will link to it in the show notes, of course. It's so distorted and pixelated. And I'm kind of not sure if it's meant to be that way or if it's just a failure when it was uploaded to YouTube. So I'm not sure.
Okay, I'm going to have to check that out.
Yeah. But the funny thing, too, about Röyksopp is they were approached to compose the soundtrack for The Matrix Reloaded, and they declined it.
Why did they, do you know why they declined?
I don't know why, but I was just thinking that would have been a freaking mega payday for them. And I know I said go corporate, but I bet they did get I bet they got paid pretty well for having their song in this ad.
I
don't
think
you think?
So, yes. Because at this point, the series of commercials had been clearly on for a while. So
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And all that is to say, they didn't need Geico, the ad, to boost their popularity worldwide, but it probably did give them a much bigger boost in the U.S.
Probably.
Maybe outside of the NPR crowd. But the thing I do like about this commercial when I rewatched it recently was the song and commercial combo. It just kind of harkens back to a totally different time in our lives, or in my life, I'll say. It was this feeling of it's airport music, it's very do 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 do. It's calm, it's easy
calming.
Breezy.
Yes,
yeah.
I liked it because of that.
Factor. His voice is soothing. The background music almost feels like or not the background music, but the music in the song feels almost like waiting room music, you know, or elevator music. But it's just a guy casually walking on a moving sidewalk at the airport, not running, screaming, pushing his way past you. Maybe I'm over exaggerating, but I do feel like these days when you go to the airport, it feels like going into combat.
No, it's a very, I don't know if this is how it was in 2006. I don't think it was ever like this at any airport, but it almost makes you think like going to the airport's not so bad.
For sure. But even like back then in 2006, which was almost 20 years ago, it felt a lot more serene. I wasn't flying that much because I was 18, but I don't think as many people in general were flying. It was just a lot fewer flyers. And so maybe it was a bit more peaceful. But anyway, I just kind of like that time capsule feeling of the whole thing.
That's true. Yeah.
In closing, did you know they made a TV show out of the Geico cavemen?
What?
Yeah. So they made a whole, I guess the commercials were so popular. They made a TV, like a network TV show of this.
Wait, was it actually on TV? It
was on ABC.
Okay.
And it was so bad. They couldn't even air the pilot. They were accused of being racist. They were like trying to send some message about like we're Cro-Magnons and whatever, but then there were like these quote unquote made up racial slurs about them, and like they had accents. And at first it was set in Atlanta, then they moved it to San Diego. So it was very like, what are you getting at here? Only 7 episodes were aired in the US.
Oh, wow.
And the Chicago Tribune called it one of the top 25 worst TV shows ever.
Okay. I need to
Can you believe it? Guess who one of the stars was?
Who?
Nick Kroll.
Of course. That makes perfect sense.
I love Nick Kroll, and I am so shocked that I guess I'm not because he seems pretty irreverent, but like, I wonder why I never knew he was in this dumbass caveman TV show. It's amazing that it was made. Like, amazing in that I can't believe people would spend money on that. Like a commercial spinoff, but I'm not surprised it was canceled.
Okay, I'm gonna need to check this out so we can see this on YouTube. Maybe
I'm scared. You know how I hate uncomfortable things. No, I don't even want to watch it.
I'm a fan of uncomfortable. I think I could definitely give this a try. Nick Kroll for me is hit or miss. Like I actually like him in comedy series. I don't necessarily enjoy his comedy. Does that make sense? Like, I'm not a fan of his
Kroll
stand-up.
show was really funny, but it was a lot funnier when I was like 20.
Yeah, probably.
Probably. Anyway, thank you for going on this journey through time and space with me. Now I want to hear your commercial tune.
Okay, so I'm going back to 1997. Yes. Think of the time. I mean, what you were maybe.
I was a little bitty, 9.
A kid. Okay, so you were watching TV though, probably.
Definitely.
Okay, so car ads at the time, mostly about horsepower, sleek shots of winding mountain roads, some deep-voiced narrators telling you how luxurious a vehicle is. But then there's Volkswagen and 2 guys in a Golf, a puffy chair, and a German pop song.
Ich lieb dich nicht, du liebst mich nicht. Ich lieb dich nicht, du liebst mich nicht. Da, da, da.
The song, of course, is Da Da Da, I Don't Love You, You Don't Love Me, by a German band called Trio.
More German.
Yes, again, I'm really not pandering to our German audience. But I honestly feel like this might have been the last commercial that I saw in real time on TV.
Wow.
Yeah.
97.
I know. I think so because I think like shortly after that, like I was subscribing to HBO. And I didn't need anything else. Once Sex and the City and Curb Your Enthusiasm came to TV, like I was just like, I don't need whatever's going on. And
you were a Sex and the City fan?
Does that surprise you?
Yes, a lot.
Okay, I had the theme song as my ringtone.
No, I literally cannot process this right now.
And it wasn't because I was like a Sex
You're
and
like,
the City
I'm Carrie
girl.
Bradshaw.
No, I mean, I was.
I'm a Carrie. She's like writing her little, that's you at the Korean console.
No, it kind of was. Actually, when I started dating for the first, I had been in a relationship, and then I was like, I'm going to go online dating and I'm going to be like Carrie Bradshaw. But then the first person I met was Thomas. And so I didn't have any sort of sexcapades.
Oh, that's really cute.
I mean, he was the first and last
That's so
person that I
perfect.
dated on the
Aw, I
internet.
love
Yeah.
that. Mm.
But yes, think about it. 1998, 99, I think
It's
the
the
first
curly
shows.
hair.
It's the curly hair.
You love
Yeah.
SJP.
Yep. SJP and the others. The others are
Oh,
Kate
that's funny.
Berlant, and I like the
Mhm.
curly girl.
I know. I do too. Jacqueline Novak.
Yes. Yeah. Shout out.
All right.
So yeah.
Sorry. that needed to be discussed, though.
I'm sorry if I threw you off with that. Like, I feel like I have to keep up a certain image. And
yeah, I'm gonna need some time to think and sit with this, but like days, weeks, probably.
Yeah.
And then we'll come back to
but
it.
think about how serious it was that I had it as a ringtone.
No, I know. That's
On my
the part for me.
Nokia.
That's
It was
the part for me. It's sending me.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Before we talk about the song and the band trio, I'm curious to know if you knew the commercial or the song.
I do remember this commercial. I had to rewatch it, of course, like when you shared it with me, and then listen to the song, which is really funny and like just very memorable. But the thing I remembered was something that I'm sure you will reveal when you talk about the commercial. But it stuck with me when I was a little kid.
Oh, okay. I can't wait to hear.
Yeah.
So the commercial is so simple. It's two young men. They're driving seemingly aimless. The passenger is making hand puppets. The driver wipes the corner of his lips and looks at his fingers, which that stood out to me as really a weird, super mundane thing, but like weirdly relatable. And then you'll appreciate this. The passenger has one of those little skeleton lazy bone toys where you like push the button and it collapses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cute. I love that.
So they spot an abandoned chair on the sidewalk, toss it in the back of their car. I think the whole point is to show that despite it being a compact car, it can fit a big puffy chair. But then they're like, ooh, this smells. They're wrinkling their nose. It stinks. They dump it out and drive off. So that's it. There's no dialogue. It's cute. This cute rapport between these two guys. And then a woman's voice comes on and says, German engineered Volkswagen Golf. It fits your life or your complete lack thereof.
Harsh.
Very harsh, but like kind of cool for the time, for the commercial. Like
so apropos of that year.
Yes.
It really is. Don't you feel like things in the like let's think about 97.
Yeah.
So just like chilling. Nothing going on. Pre 9/11.
Much simpler time.
Simpler time.
Yep. Yeah. So what was the thing in the commercial that you noted?
The stinky chair.
Okay.
Just the fact that it was stinky.
Yeah.
Like I remember at the minute I started watching it, I was like, I kind of remember. And then when they pick up the chair, I remember being like, it's going to smell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. See,
maybe that's a little obvious, but I thought it was clever.
It's very cute. And, but to me, the thing that stood out was the like wiping.
The lips. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah. I mean, I think they were, of course,
it's
trying to be like.
It's a weird thing to have in a commercial.
It is weird, but they must be driving home the banality of it all, right?
No, exactly. And that's what I think made it so interesting, especially in contrast to like how commercials for cars were around that time.
100%. Yeah.
So I think, and I didn't really think about this at the time, but I guess viewers noticed that the two guys in the Golf look like maybe a couple. And others, like I guess there was some debate. Some thought they were roommates or friends.
The religious right.
Yeah. Yes. Well, but interestingly, this commercial aired during Ellen's coming out episode, which was huge at the time.
Yeah.
And so obviously these two men being in a car together is a little extra cultural weight, I guess.
Yeah.
But did you watch Ellen at that time as a kid?
Definitely not.
Okay. See, I don't feel like I was watching Ellen, but then there was like so much like buzz around this episode. And of course, me being a very progressive person was like, oh, cool, I want to watch this. So I believe I probably saw this commercial for the first time watching Ellen coming out. So kind of cool.
Yeah.
But the ad was created by Arnold Communications of Boston. And a spokesperson for the company was interviewed for a New York Times piece about some companies like advertising for this watershed episode. And some companies pulled out, or like, I mean, they didn't say this was the reason why, but I think they just wanted to stay out of the controversy. But Volkswagen said the Volkswagen ad on this episode is not really about sexuality, nor does it endorse a particular lifestyle. It's about advertising our products to a target audience of drivers, which matches the viewers of Ellen, and which would include many different lifestyles. I can't even say
Good
this because it's
God.
such a ridiculous statement. They should take note from us.
Yeah, they should. Well, I was going to say, as someone who's had to write a few statements
Yes.
of institutional statements, how does this land with you?
No, I know it's ridiculous. I mean, I get that, like, having to be so careful, but this is just really sad.
It's so funny because, like, so I was a public relations major in college, and we studied Volkswagen ads from, like, you know, the 60s and back when, you remember in Mad Men, Lemon, like that.
Yeah.
That was like one of the ads that we studied because, like, Volkswagen was so good at, like, the minimalist thing. And that's exactly what we're seeing in this ad too. But it just feels sad that it would have been cool if they just said, this is open to interpretation.
Exactly.
Have fun.
No, I know. And I mean, today this obviously would not be a thing, but 1997, I don't know, it doesn't seem that long ago, honestly.
To me, it really does. Like,
Yeah.
because I do feel like I was just talking about this the other day. Things, even though, I won't get into it, but things felt a lot more religious back then. And I don't know if that's just because I was living in Baton Rouge and going to Christian school and church all the time, but I just
probably
felt
had a
like,
lot to do with
it. I just felt like there was more Christianity overtones in, like, pop culture and, like, you know, I don't know. That could be totally based on my lived experience, but I could see if they were like, no, like, remember all the gay conversion stuff?
No,
And, like,
I
they were
know.
so, like, Ellen coming out really was a really big deal.
It was huge. But I think, like, for me, it's 2 years after I graduate from college. So I'm like, you know, I'm in this world of, you know, like-minded people. And so this is, I'm not getting exposed to that as much. And, you know, I'm choosing what I read and view. So definitely
Christine
not.
cancels cable, gets HBO.
Yes.
Yeah, no, makes sense.
So anyway, the ad's popularity revived interest in this silly little song. And Trio's album was reissued in the US in 1997, 15 years after the song's original release in 1982.
Cool.
Although the song is often considered as Neue Deutsche Welle, which I'm sorry if I butchered that, but that's New German Wave. The band themselves preferred to call their style Neue Deutsche Fröhlichkeit, which is New German cheerfulness, which sounds like an oxymoron.
Yeah. It's so cheerful, my dude.
Sorry. At the time, much of the pop music relied on this, you know, basic structures, but then dressed up with these, like, elaborate productions. So Trio kind of flipped that, and their guiding idea was to strip away the polish and decoration, leaving behind the bare minimum. And most of their tracks boiled down to, like, 3 simple chords and little else. Now, I asked our resident European, Thomas, and he did know the song as a kid. At the time, it was a big hit across Europe and even reached the UK top 3. So, yeah, I did not hear it until this commercial.
Probably me neither.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, I did not love this song. Like, it's catchy. It's definitely an earworm. Like, I will forever associate this with the Volkswagen Golf commercial. But it didn't, like, maybe when I saw the commercial, I didn't think, oh, I gotta go and get this album or, like, learn more about the band. I did not know who Trio was until I started researching for this episode. So Volkswagen seems to have a track record of nailing music in their ads. Did you know in 1999 their Cabrio commercial used Nick Drake's Pink Moon?
I did. I remember that, and I loved it. Like, even as a child, because that was like, my mom likes Nick Drake, and so I remember seeing the commercial and being like, "Ooh, warm fuzzies!" Like, like, it kind of sucks when Pink Moon, I think, is such an incredibly beautiful song. And then it's like, and here it is in a Volkswagen commercial. But at the same time, it's like, oh, well, that's okay.
No, I know, because I feel like with a song like Da Da Da, you accept it because it's like, it's a silly, basic song, but Pink Moon is really beautiful. So it feels like it's been cheapened.
Yeah,
by putting
maybe a
it
little
in
bit.
a
Yeah,
commercial.
but it's okay. If more people find out about a song, like, you know, how we were saying, we found out about cool music from commercials, then if more people can find out about, you know, Nick Drake, then good for them.
I know, exactly. Yeah, Volkswagen, I feel like there's been other cool, like, Volkswagen commercial songs, but the Nick Drake is pretty much probably, like, the top
best.
of them. Yeah.
For sure.
Well, I think, are we about ready to get serious here?
Yeah. Did you remember to bring the soapbox?
Actually, in response to recent events, Stereothematica is issuing a statement in opposition to strong passwords.
For the love of God, how strong must they be? How does one remember all their passwords when they have an upper and lowercase letters, numbers, and special characters?
And before you tell us to use a password manager, know that while we defend the robots, we cannot always trust them to keep our passwords safe and private.
We think it's time to bring back the simple password, the weak password, the password 123 exclamation point, if you will. What do we even have to safeguard anyway? Photo albums of food pictures? Nice try. You can have them.
Thank you for your support.
And now, Christine, what's the hint for next week's episode?
I think we're obliged to get spooky.
Ooh, my favorite. Thanks for listening to Stereothematica. If you like what you're hearing, please consider a review, a rating, or sharing with a friend.
And subscribe now on your favorite podcast platform and follow us on Instagram, where you can share your favorite corporate shilling songs.
And visit stereothematica.blog for more fun.
And we understand sometimes you have to shill.
Get paid.
Yes.